Alright.
I zoned out.
Welcome,
What the
one
Oh.
and all.
Hey.
Hello,
How we
shitmates.
You're
Oh,
shit,
oh,
Ship.
I have really impactful ambient music going on, and you hit me with the shitmates.
You got it. You spelled shipmates. Obviously, it was meant to be shipmates.
I can tell this is gonna be a great time. Okay.
Oh, we're gonna.
All right, well.
Hey, Sylvia. Here's a
Hi.
hydrate.
Oh, thank you. I do have a drink with me, just for this exact occasion.
Oh, wait.
Hey, I have points saved up.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Dad.
Oh, I have.
Look,
Oh, you did put a limit on it. How dare you?
We're already
Yeah,
having
fuck you, because I
PvP at the
anticipated this
table.
exact thing.
Annoying the DM is a great way to start a campaign.
Oh,
It's
entirely.
a great way to form some
Wait, why can't I
camaraderie.
text to speech?
I can't text to speech either.
Damn.
I have some people very loud. Here we go.
Cute.
Ha.
Can I get a sound test from everybody, please?
One at a time, or
You know, honestly, this is why I.
You.
This is why you, yes?
You invited me to be a player. This is
Yeah.
You made this decision, and now you must sleep with it.
This is
Yep.
why I need to
Okay,
think
comment.
through stuff.
I have a
just want
bad
to check, chat. Is the sound okay? How are we looking? I hope we're well, and I think it's time to begin, shall we?
Time for crap.
Ooh.
So before we begin proper, maybe we should do a quick introduction to the world. Welcome to the world of Yulon, a small pocket dimension encased within a snow globe on a god's table. Nobody can leave. Very few can enter. There are 3 ages which have been discovered so far. Now, I believe chat is very familiar with one of them, the Age of Stars, where the members of the world have traveled out into the cosmos, discovering more to their little home than they first realized. They may also be familiar with the Age of Titans, with adventurers traveling the lands, slaying titanic monsters, battling with the very gods themselves. Kay, would you like to tell people about the other age, as it is one that I'm less familiar with?
There are actually 2 other ages.
Oh.
Firstly, the Age of Heroes, a grand expanse of time where the gods' chosen champions traveled the land to fight dangerous demons and ruthless monsters. And the following Age of Monsters, where the land was choked upon unending hordes of ravenous beasts.
And we totally didn't blow it up in the end.
And they blew it up in the end.
Listen!
There was gonna be like years more to that campaign, a whole bunch of plot threads, and then they started a new age by killing a god.
Sounds
With
like
a bag of
fun.
holding.
Oh, no.
It's
Well,
important to precise, because...
I think it's about time we introduce everybody to the... Oh, okay. Sorry, I got confused there for a second. I thought the names were switched around by accident. I'm fine. But I think it's time we introduce people to a new age. Many, many years, centuries even, after the Age of Titans. And a good millennia before the Age of Stars. There was darkness. There was nothing. The very gods themselves fell silent and no longer answered to prayers, pleas, or cries. The world was choked by an endless sea of forest and greenery. Welcome to Yulon, the Forgotten Age.
Yeah.
There's three things that you need to know about our setting. There is no longer any magic. It has been reclaimed by nature itself, allowing the very planet to flourish with wild magic, spreading a vast sea of trees, which is known colloquially as the Wildsea. Any water has been dried up through a sudden incident that happened during the Age of Titans, and it has been redistributed into lakes and rivers that travel through some of the lower levels of the 7-layer sea. Or is this the 6-layer sea? Damn, I need to get better at knowing the lore myself. Now, another thing you need to know is, like I said before, the gods have gone. Nobody knows where they've gone. And by now, many, many years after the Wildsea swallowed Yulon, many don't know the gods even existed. They're written in a language long forgotten, on the walls of temples long since decayed. And those few who live long enough to be able to remember them are very rarely taken seriously in their stories, for if anybody were to call upon these mythical deities who could achieve such feats of power, they would hear silence. Now, we begin
Shit.
with a pile of scrap on top of the thrash that has slowly clambered itself into new form. And a ghost sat alongside. Kay, would you like to introduce your character to the audience?
Yeah, first character.
Yeah, so the broken pieces of this ship slowly form together until they achieve an approximation of a humanoid form. Sections of deck, rope, still slightly wet with tar, bind together around this spirit, ending with a cloak made of the made of the ancient tar-soaked sail wrap around him.
And
A single eye. Sorry.
oh no, you continue.
A single eye blazes to life over the piece that was once the spine of the ship, forming an approximation of a head. What? I'm alive?
Ah, it's good to see you're finally awake. And beside you stands somebody who looks familiar to you, but you can't place your finger on it.
Why?
Honestly, it's a little hard for me to recall myself. But... Oh.
Huh?
Hello?
I see the jukebox survived the attack.
Hmm. Yes. That was it, wasn't it? Our ship went down. And... Oh. As Katia, your first officer and partner in crime in life, looks down and goes, I appear to be dead. That's not very good.
You are dead.
Well,
And
I should think so.
And the eye kind of like shifts downwards, and see it actually like kind of like travels over the like you imagine looking at this person, this being, and it's like they're trying to look down, but the eye just travels along its body, like it's not fixed in place, and it swivels around and looks at itself. I am the ship.
I've heard about this happening before. Yes. A reclamation of body of sorts. It appears that I failed slightly in doing so, and so... Nothing but a incorporeal form. But you! Oh, you got lucky. I envy you. In a way. However... Do you feel? Like, how is it? Being made of... scrap? Not, like, no offense, but that is... basically what you are now.
And he kind of moves and explores the expanse of his body, seeing what he's able to do. And the eye continues to move all over. I feel... I don't?
How strange.
Who am I?
Well, you're... And she pauses for a moment, trying to recall the name of somebody she presumably should know the name of. Well, as a matter of fact, I don't know. I remember my name. At least I think it's my name. Yes. Katia. I think? But for the life of me, I can't remember yours.
Katia. You served aboard this ship. And
yes.
The eye is still moving all around, and then it stops somewhere under the cloak. And it shifts its cloak, his cloak, off to the side. And there's the section of the hull that has the ship's name painted on it.
Beliana. What a good name. And with that, we travel forward in time a few months. Now, for the average person, walking through this part of the Wildsea would be all right for about a week or so. You could travel through the thrash. But, you make your way through the thrash, occasionally delving into the deeper layer, the tangle. And you seem to be avoided, and, for, none of the creatures that you encounter notice Katia. It appears that Katia is almost bound to a more conscious level of existence. And so, for the average creature, they may see a breeze move by, a rustle in the leaves, but nothing much more. And whenever you've encountered a creature, collapsing into a pile of scrap makes you look, well, unappetizing to any fauna that may be passing by. But you're traveling, you haven't encountered anything, and all of a sudden, you start hearing a low rumbling that gets louder and louder. This is aside from maybe the cries and howls of pack wolves that you might have experienced over your travels, the screeches of manticrows, or even the howls of the odd tinker monkey. This is the loudest sound you've heard in a long time. As barreling down the high sea, just tearing through the thrash, let's say Boba, if you're there. Would you mind describing what Pavo is currently doing as you're being chased by 2 scrapper ships?
Oh boy. Screaming, probably. Just full on going, ah! As I am running.
Well, I would say less running,
Well.
as more a metaphorical running, as you're aboard quite a large ship with the face of a, how did we describe it?
Kind of like
We had a
kind of dragon.
yeah,
kind of sharkish.
a sharkish dragon-looking stone behemoth of a ship. Would you like to tell us the name of the ship?
It is the Lithworm. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I've sent the at least sketch of it. If you'd like to show that at the
It's
very least.
in the general chat from like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
I can see if I can bring it in now.
Yippee.
Let's
Do you need
see.
it,
Give the viewers a little visual.
Thank you. Vice. Open up. Save image. Or actually, if I bring it up on... If I open link, and I quickly switch to browser. Will it bring it up? Come on.
Oh.
Come on. Where are you?
Full disclosure, I am still screaming. I may be like at the wheel of the ship. I'm still
There.
screaming.
This is what the
extremely
ship
slow
roughly
ship.
looks like, chat.
Yep.
Yeah, and behind you are 2 quite large trawlers with just huge chainsaw saws ripping through the thrush as usual modes of propulsion quite uncommon here in the Wildsea. So, as the scales on the underside of your ship bring you forward, these two saws on each ship rip into the Thrash and are pulling them forward, leaving giant wakes in their trail. Who else here might be on board the ship currently?
My darling sister would.
Did I hear my name?
Shu, would you like to introduce us to your character?
Absolutely. Okay, so whilst Pavo's screaming, bit nonplexed, beside her is just the fluffiest little moth you've ever seen called Trevor. Trevor's got these bright yellow wings, trying to hold on for dear life, but looks so cool whilst doing it, and not let the letters Trevor's carrying fly away. Oh no.
Oh dear. Because it's a bit weird for there's the name. There's the names. I need to remember the names. The names of the posts.
Mothrin? Mothrin?
Mothrin?
No, the
Post.
names of the posts. Your job.
Oh.
Post.
Word bearer.
Pat.
I'm never.
There we go. Word bearer.
Yeah.
It's a bit odd for a word bearer to be on such a large ship, especially one that isn't as fast as your average word bearer vessel. But you found yourselves aboard the Lithworm, and it's where you've made your home for now. Or at least it will remain your home if it doesn't get blown to smithereens by the two giant ships chasing right close to your tail.
Shit.
Shit indeed.
Why couldn't we have gotten a smaller ship?
Because this one looked cooler. It's got like the shark mouth, and that's scary. It's scary.
I don't even know what a shark is.
I think it's what. Yeah. No. Fair
I thought it was a
point.
dragon. That's more,
Fair point.
realistic.
True. True. It looked good when we got it.
Real.
Sharks
I-
aren't real. What's a shark? But yeah,
I swear to the sea.
As the Lithworm barrels ahead, its tow line was left a little loose, shall we say, as Baliana feels a sharp tug on his back.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
as he gets quite unceremoniously yanked on through the thrash. Katia being tethered to Baliana, being dragged through the air. And it kind of whips around the back, and you find yourself about 40 feet above the back of the ship. Do you take your time to observe your surroundings?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's kind of chill about the whole thing, and he's kind of just. This is
How are you so chill about all of this?
Trevor
Okay.
was screaming
not
before. She is
feel
now.
Things.
I'm gonna say you have time to do one action or do one thing before you crash, for lack of a better term, onto the deck.
Uh,
Or you can just crash. You are more than
yeah,
welcome to just crash.
honestly, he's just vibing, you know. He's looking around in the little like mast section, like the little crow's nest section that's like kind of around his neck. There's like two little ghosty cats.
Mhm.
Kind of pets one of them. That's it.
What the fuck? That's so cute.
Yeah,
Oh.
a small ghost cat
Aw.
has decided to leap onto your shoulder. Now, how would we describe you crashing onto the ship? Is it elegant? Is it quite forceful?
Absolutely not. The rope kind of like whips Belliana around, and yeah, it just kind of like he just kind of like impacts with the deck of the ship, and just kind of falls into a pile.
Okay,
You
in
just
that
gotta
case,
stop.
could I ask for the first roll of
Ooh.
of the evening? Let's call this. If it's with quite an unceremonious slam, either iron or teeth, and should we say vault, if you have that as a skill?
I do not.
Okay. Are there any other skills you might try to use in this instance?
I have wave walk, hunt, and harvest. That's it. So I don't think any of these apply.
Hey, Pavo,
Yeah.
we're gonna need a new ship.
I'd say you could use wave walk,
No.
swinging.
Oh, epic!
You
So
can
that's 3
swing.
dice then.
You can hold on to that rope as it swings you around. So yeah, so I should probably explain for the audience at home how dice rolling works. So, Wildsea uses a dice pool system with d6. You get one, you can add 1d6 if you have an edge that applies to it, which the edges are grace, iron, instinct, sharps, teeth, tides, and veils. And then if you have an appropriate skill or language that you can apply to it, that can add up to 3d6 depending on how skilled you are with said skill or language. Those skills are brace, break, concoct, cook, delve, flourish, hack, harvest, hunt, outwit, rattle, scavenge, sense, study, sway, tend, vault, and wave walk. And then finally, if you have advantage, you could have up to 2d6. And I'm about to introduce the next thing to do with rolling dice, which is called cutting. Cutting will happen if I deem a situation to be rather intense, or if you could have disadvantage in the situation. So, could I ask you to cut 1? Because this all happened kind of suddenly.
Oh, absolutely.
So what
it's 3
Kay will
with
now
1
be doing
cut.
is roll 3 with 1 cut. And that means that Kay will roll 3d6 and will take out the highest number, and whatever the next highest is will be their results.
Oh.
So that is a 4.
That is a 4, which means you got conflict. Successful with a drawback. So, I will say this avoids the worst. So you land with a thud. You don't superhero land. It's not an immediate get back up, but you're uninjured, and you just stumble to your feet as you see a handful of everyday crew and 2 Mothrin looking very confused at you as Katia slowly drifts to your side.
Is that a pirate?
The eye widens and collapses into a pile of scrap.
Are we screaming? Should we still be screaming?
I feel like screaming would be a great idea. However, I think like a piece of debris just landed on the ship.
Shit.
And I
Okay.
swear to the sea, if that is part of our ship, actually no, there's
Oh.
wood there.
What if
And I'm
he
like,
has any
I
letters?
lean over and I'm like peering at the bundle of scrap that has just like fallen onto our ship.
There's
Wait.
a blazing blue eye staring back at you, Papa.
Can we poke it? Do we have a stick to poke it with?
I take out one of my scrolls and I just kind of go, and I like move it.
Mm-hmm.
Move like a piece of wood, maybe.
Then
And then I
Absolutely.
and then I take the scroll and I poke it in the eye.
Blinks.
Ugh.
Ah,
Okay, we have bigger things to worry about. And I go
quite literally bigger.
I go back to the wheel and like over my shoulder I yell, "Someone!"
Oh, so
You
you're
cut out after
Ah.
someone.
Yeah.
Someone clean that up.
so
I
you're
will-
piloting.
aye, Captain. I'm gonna go and just try and sweep up the. I'm a postman. I'm kind of shit in battle. I'm just gonna try and sweep up the other humanoid creature that just landed here. Poorly with the blue eye.
Katia turns to you, Baliana, and says, "You know, quite frankly, I think they're more scared of you than we are of them."
Why?
Why yourself? You just got on our ship.
And Baliana, this is the first time you realize that you are talking out loud when you talk.
You can hear me?
You can speak. Shit.
The
Yeah, so-
pieces begin to form back together into a towering figure. How tall is Trevor?
Little, like, little, 4 foot maybe. Little.
Yeah, Baliana is over
9
double your
feet tall.
size.
Oh boy. Pivo!
Huh?
Help!
What the? I am
Oh.
frozen to the spot as I watch this just towering like thing that I thought was a pile of just scrap that fell on the ship. And there's just a blank like look and my antennas just kind of like all droop.
I'm gonna deep breath in, stick out my hand, and remember training for post. Hello, I'm Trevor. Welcome to our ship. Gotta look up a bit. What is your name?
He holds out his hand, realizes it's a lot bigger, and then kind of just pokes out his like pinky finger, or his pointer finger esque bit of wood, and shakes your hand.
Big handshake.
Beliana.
Beliana, and I'm gonna look through my little pouch, my little satchel. Got mail for Boris, Ben, Blanky. I don't have any mail for you, Beliana. I wonder why. Do you have any mail?
I am a ship.
This
I
is
am a
when-
mouse.
Weird.
This is when Katia
Yell
pipes
from
up
the
and
wheel.
says, "Yeah, we've been traveling for a while. First of all, can you see me?" Before you, Trevor, is a ghost. A straight up ghost.
Can I
You're
see?
you're used to non-corporeal looking beings, but this is the first time that you've ever seen something truly straight up dead. Almost. Kind of.
Do you want me to post the art of Katya in the shared discussion?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
you don't need to do that. This is what is standing before you.
Oh.
Ah, damn. Hold on.
Oh.
Stream delay.
Hold on. I thought I saved this. Why? Why would you do this to me?
It's a ghost. Ah.
There we go.
Ah. Oh.
This is the character that has stood before you. Or,
Oh.
well, floating before you.
Oh, I can do that too. And I just like fly a bit with my wings. Hi. You're dead. What's that like? Sorry. Shit. Sorry.
Right. I believe I was well aware of that fact. But yes, it would appear that we have wound up on a ship. We deeply apologize. I think your tow line's a little loose.
Mm.
It's still just hooked to Billiana's back.
I would take it off, but... And Katia waves her hand through Belliana's body, just
That was
completely passing through.
violating.
Yes.
Ah.
And Katia looks over the side. It appears you're being chased.
Yeah. No. About that. Yeah. They're scrappers. They're kind of dicks. Yeah. No. Are you? Wait. Are you with them? Is this some freaky ass shit to try and get us to like slow down?
I'm a
We're going
shit.
full speed.
I'm holding my broom up threateningly.
As you're doing that, Pavo, how are you maneuvering? What's the plan here with the ship?
Let's see. What's the best way to maneuver a giant stone ship? That is a great question.
Would you like to have a look at your surroundings, see what your options might be?
I would. That'd be
Okay.
wonderful.
Let's call that sharps or instinct or tides.
I got tides.
Got tides? Absolutely.
I got tides. I got tides and I got instinct.
Instinct will probably be more beneficial to you in this situation, because you're reacting to your surroundings.
Yeah.
And
I will
trusting
do
your
that.
intuition. So what skill do you think might be useful in this situation right now?
I have. Okay. Let's see, I have wave walk. Does that? I have to.
Yep,
go
navigating
back
the
and look.
wilds. Absolutely.
Yeah, wave walk. Yeah, we'll go with wave walk.
Okay. If you'd like to roll, I won't ask you to cut.
Is that just like basically 2 or?
It's how many you have.
Confused.
It's if you have an edge that's applicable, 1d6, and then however you have how many you have in that relevant skill, you add that number of dice.
Okay.
So what are we
So I
rolling with
think-
here?
I think that's 3 dice. Maybe, I believe.
It would be 3 dice if you have the edge, and then 2 ranks in the skill.
Yes.
Okay. Then that's 3d6.
Boink.
Ooh. That's a 5.
Hey.
So you notice there's not a lot around you. You're quite out in the open. However, you notice a little bit further ahead is quite a dense patch of fog. For you're currently traversing through the Foglands, an area of dark, aquamarine sort of cyan leaves with a thick plume of smog and mist all around you. It varies in color, going from darks to lights. And you notice quite a dense patch just a bit to your side. So you're currently moving alongside it.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like to do?
I'm going to try to get as close as I can to that dense side to try and like narrow like how closely those ships can get to us, and then go through the fog.
Okay.
Like head towards the fog to try and nuke them.
In that case, we'll call that tilt.
Tilt.
So I believe you have 2 rank. The Lithworm has 2 ranks in tilt. So if you could just roll 2d6 for me.
And do. Boink. Boink.
How we doing?
I rolled it. It is a 1 and a 5.
All right. Then I will say the Lithworm shifts over to the side. Its scales tilting to allow it to drift without true turning. And you get right up next to this quite literally wall of fog. As the ships behind you maneuver, one tries to barrel up to your broadside, the other one tailing close behind. And you yank that wheel all the way around and dip straight into the fog. The ships that were chasing you were very fast, but very hard to maneuver with their saws ripping through the brush, taking them far away up with a very little time to react to that rather swift maneuver.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's my sister, best navigator of this side of wherever we are now.
I'm totally not terrified and running on adrenaline.
Yeah. Okay, are they...
Alright. Is everyone alright?
I mean... well... Belanya... We good? You're not a scavenger, are you?
What is... No?
Papa's gonna walk over to what was beforehand at first glance a pile of scrap and is now like a towering... How tall are you again? 8 foot?
9 feet.
9 feet being.
As tall as Sylvia will let me be.
Yeah.
So basically what you see is this tiny 5 foot Mothman walk up and just kind of like peer up at you and go, "So, did you smuggle onto the ship or stow away? Just get caught up here?"
I
somehow?
was walking. And
I look at the
then
hook on your back.
this caught me. And yeah, it's just kind of holding up the rope.
Ah, that shouldn't have been loose.
And your name?
Beliana.
And I'm
yours?
Katya.
Yeah, the dead
Pleasure.
one.
Well, welcome aboard. I suppose if you two are on the ship, you might as well be on it until the next port. Don't expect to stay for free, of course.
Of course.
You have to work. But we'll be able to provide you with amenities.
We greatly appreciate your hospitality, don't we? And Katya goes to give you a nudge with her shoulder, but then realizes it's just going to go straight through and stops herself halfway. Beliana.
I can shoot for you. And you realize that there's a piece of wood on Beliana. It's like kind of sticking up in a weird way. And you realize it is a massive bow, about as tall as he is.
Oh my goodness gracious.
That's a lot better than the broom.
Yes, I would think so as well.
Hmm.
He like puts like a hand up to his like chin, like thinking, like thoughtfully. Like, well then.
If they're going to be a part of our crew, we might be able to give him. Gonna like try and flutter up to see how tall you are, see if you'll fit below deck. You might have to get one.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. She's gonna have one of the bigger cabins.
Mm,
We can meet her
Well.
there.
yeah, show her the luxury.
Whew.
The luxury.
Aye, Captain. And I will grab you by the littlest of fingers that you have, which is still probably the size of my head, and lead you down in the ship if you'll come with me.
Before
Be sure
you
to crouch.
before you make your way down, up comes one of the people under the Lithworm's employ. One of your medical officers, actually, Surgeon Cathra. If
Hey,
the
Doc.
thing loads, please. There we go.
Huh?
Surgeon Cathra comes up and says, "Are they gone?"
The pursuers? I believe so. We'll have to maintain course for now.
Oh, thanks, Assis. Right.
Apologies if anything got jumbled around in the infirmary.
It's okay, but,
make that.
one of the deckhands may be losing an arm. Unfortunately.
Goodness.
That turn was rather sharp. I just wanted to come up and check what was happening.
It was a
We're not responsible for their insurance,
maneuver.
right?
It was a maneuver necessary to lose them.
I see.
My
It was really well done.
sincerest apologies to the deckhand.
Wait, which one was
I'm
it?
sure it was Stephen.
Oh, he didn't use it much anyway.
Stephen!
He'll be
And
fine.
Pavo buries his face in his hands.
That's one less hand to play cards with.
We're running a bit low on anesthetic. Is there any chance we can stop and catch our breaths? If that is fine?
If it's okay with you, I do have some letters to deliver.
Yes, we'll stop somewhere, and hopefully there's a port nearby. I'll have to see on the chart where we are,
Hey, you want to do that?
and I will do that.
Okay.
If it's nearby or somewhere we've been before, I know the way. I
Oh.
have the moth thing, marks of where we've been, chart-like decorations cover my wings and fur. Yeah, some moth shit.
I would also.
Do you
if
have to mark it to use it, or?
It's one of my aspects, so possibly.
It should say if you need to mark or burn anything to use it.
Just one sec. This is on me for not having it prepared.
Marks of where we've been.
Gear, chart-like decorations over your wings and fur. Mark to use this aspect in
There you
place of
go.
a chart. Only when
So,
traveling.
for those in the audience, aspects are certain abilities, tools, weapons, companions it can represent as well, that members of the crew have, and they have a certain amount of tracks. So, for example, something might have 3 long track, and that is your limit on how much you're allowed to use a thing. They also act as their health. Fun fact. And
I would
in
like to
order to
also.
use
Sorry.
their stuff, they need to mark down on their tracks. And when it's fully marked, they have to take a break before they can use it again.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead, Boba.
I also have a born to sail aspect, so I always know where the true north is.
I'll say...
So, yeah.
absolutely. So if you want to mark down, do a mark on your aspect to use it. Otherwise, I can let you guys roll.
I've put mark, an M.
Put an X.
Alrighty.
X's are burning, isn't it?
Huh?
Because it's like it's a slash if it's marked, and then an X if it's burned. Because
I will
burning
put a.
Hmm.
Oh,
I'm
is
just
like
gonna
harder to
say
get back.
M for marked, because
It's however it helps you remember stuff. I'm perfectly fine with.
Well, because I heard someone say putting an X, and I'm like, I don't want you to mistake it for like having burned it if it was not burned.
that's fair. That's fair.
Danke.
Bitte.
Ah, German.
Jawohl. So I will say, with your combined knowledge, you know that there is a port nearby. Knowing where True North is, you have a rough idea of how to get to it. So, I will let you guys pilot it over, and through this thick fog, eventually it clears, and you start seeing a very dim light which grows and grows until you come across a rather large tree, which in this setting is called... no, I remembered the names before.
It's
but
a tall shank.
Thank you, tall shank. You come across a tall shank that has been basically dissected through the middle, and a large dome has been built around it. As you come up to Port Mistside.
Very nice.
Okay, shopping list. We need Anastasia. What?
Anesthesia.
Yeah, the princess. Anesthetic for hot Squidward. We need to. What else do we need? What else are we running low on? Are you good, ship buddy? Do you need anything? You look. How long were you out there walking?
I don't know.
You need to eat. I don't see a mouth.
If we use this as a example, was your friend dead when you started walking?
Yes.
Shit. Okay, doesn't help.
Wow.
We were all dead.
Huh?
Yes.
That's quite morbid.
Rather.
Well,
Do you know how long? Are you?
Many, many moons rised and fell. Rose and fell between us waking up and you unceremoniously picking us up.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
well then. Why don't we walk and talk? I'll have us
Very
parked
well.
at the port in no time.
And the Lithworm slowly pulls into one of the bays, where we cut across to June. What's your character up to in Port Mistside right now?
Currently,
Nomad.
He is. Can I hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Currently, he would be looking for a new ship because he has just recently crashed his.
So
But by doing that, he would also need money. So technically, he would be cooking for something, or at least the brewing here.
and I think that would have attracted the attention of another one of our members. Cris, could you describe Sherry for us? If you're with us. Oh, hold on, have we lost Cris?
My drink maker, no.
Oh no.
Also, what does June look like?
Yes, describe June for us.
June is mostly covered up with most of his farm gear attached. My PNG is currently most representing of him right now. Occasionally, when he looks up, you could see some very nice, mint green eyes, surrounded by a dark green wrap. Other than that, most of the outfit is shown on screen. Very, very dirty, very browns and whites for color, along with his rice hat.
Very well. And I'll quickly ask as well, Drex, what's Larch up to right now? Presuming
here.
you live here?
Large. I mean, Larch is a shankling, so it would be no big step to assume that he is from this Hogshank in particular, because I don't really have put a city of origin for him. For them, sorry. I think that they would be in their work in like the small hut that serves them as workshop right now, trying to kind of calibrate their bolt rail, because they are currently seeking employ.
I see.
Not much success, since not many ships are passing by with this pea soup of a fog. Yeah.
Nice. I am just going to take just a quick 2-minute breather right now. So if everybody feel free to grab some drinks and whatnot.
Snacks.
Snack break.
Snack break.
Yeah. Drink water, everybody.
We'll pick
Snacks.
back up in
Oh,
just a
hydrate.
second.
Sylvia, hydrate.
Oh, hydrate or night.
Hydrate. If anyone-
Yeah, let's get some
Yes.
hydrates.
Everybody, we'll be
When
back
the
in
nights come out,
just a minute.
What did you?
I'll leave everybody to thank you. To talk about
Towards
themselves.
Sylvia. That's sauce.
You're not following Sylvia TV yet. So
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do
Do
it.
it now.
You
Do
can
it
do it if
now.
you're being cute.
Chris, just to let you know, your mic's a little muffled currently.
Oh no, that's not good. What about now?
A
Still.
little better, but still muffled.
Are we all?
Better?
Do we all sound good?
Much better.
Everyone sounds all right. Chris, just give us a mic tap.
Hold up, I haven't messed with it yet.
That's better. That sounds better already.
Yeah.
Oh, I just had to project my voice and not.
Good job.
Damn it.
We had all that.
We're gonna meet the rest of the crew. Yeah.
Hey. Crew.
Crew.
Shipmates.
Not fucking shit, mate.
You
Shipmates.
started it, kind of.
Oh, thanks.
We adore you.
Thank you. Is everybody all right now? Is everybody back?
Oh shit, I
I
forgot
got
to get snacks. I'll be right
Goldfish
back.
and water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some masochistic toast has asked in the chat. Also, hello. Does Larch have a design?
I got a scuffed concept that I can send you in DMs, Toast. Don't worry about it. But I have no.
Right, I'm just gonna be like
Finger
2
pointing
seconds.
emoji.
You guys entertain my chat. Be nice.
Yippee! Hey, chat.
If you don't follow Sylvia, do it right now, or else I'm going to put this bolt rail right.
Subscribe with Prime.
Nightmare.
Nightmare. No,
How do we, who's your favorite member so far, chat?
Yeah, I need to know.
Let's hear it.
We totally don't have an unfair bias as the three people not introduced.
We have half the crew right now. Who's your favorite out of them?
Who's your favorite point gun now?
I'm being held at gunpoint. Help.
Look, y'all scared him.
Hello.
It is my job to bully Toast. I must bully Toast. The moths? Yeah, the moths are good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dirty moths.
You've chosen the right answer for now, Toast.
For now.
For now.
For now.
No.
Twin moths, but one of them is a foot taller, and yeah, it's great.
Give the male.
Hold on, sorry, just real quick, I've got to allow, I'm going to punch you.
Oh.
Huh?
What do you mean you're going to punch me? Why? What did I do?
Oh, I see. My PNG tuber accidentally is covering the bottom of the... Oh no.
The roller.
Oh no, the dice!
Oh, my dice.
Lots of dice.
The dice!
You can see
There's
the
a good
highest
dice
rolled now.
involved.
That's all that really matters. You don't need to see the big number.
Sylvia crowd.
Just don't cut
Please,
anything.
please, don't throw me in the singing machine, Toast. I beg of you.
Nah, you're
Okay.
not going in the machine. You're going in the laundromat.
Oh, God.
Getting back into the vibes. Let's
Ooh.
do mysterious angsty vibes again. Okay, we left off describing characters. Cris, we didn't get a description of Cherry.
So, Cherry, I feel like, is not in this. She is downstairs in her little kitchen. She's just sitting on a wooden chair, sipping a hot beverage. Steam coming out of it kind of swirls around here in a bit of an unnatural way. And she is just relaxing, waiting for some things to finish cooking, because she knows she has lived long enough to know this is not where she dies. And whatever is going on will solve itself. And if it doesn't, she will take care of it.
I'd say you've taken up residency in the local pub as you are downstairs brewing your many concoctions and steaming up many a good snack alongside June, who is helping you out in the kitchen. What are you guys making?
Well, given the known area for water, really, I would assume some kind of rice and eggs. Because that is available, and then with the side of, I don't know, what are we cooking
Protein.
up?
I think we're gonna have like some spam.
Some
Spam is canon.
What's our
Let's
drink
go.
for the day? Because there's like things like there's coffee. There's usually ales and wines and stuff like that, and milk.
Mead.
Hey.
Yeah. Cherry Forever has like a little pot on the stove for anyone who wants a drink, a warm drink.
You got some sort of herbal thing going on?
Yep.
It's a very mild. It's mildly bitter but very aromatic tea on the stove as you're cooking up a dish of rice, eggs, and flam,
Ew.
which nobody really likes to discuss it, but it's just a bunch of let me see what's a good thing that it can be made out of. Yeah, it's a it's a ratwork cluster just kind of condensed into a can.
He looks
Good eats.
at this slab and just sighs as he is regretful that he doesn't have the goods that he used to have. Just, dude, are you sure we don't have any other meats than this?
Cherry, who's kind of used to this kind of cooking, is kind of looks over it and is like, no, we do not. But I do have a seasoning that can make it a little better. Just trust me on this one.
Okay. Let's see it. Open ears.
And then she pulls out some random seasonings from her pocket and starts pouring it in. And she seems to be waiting for someone to tell her to stop. Some invisible voice to tell her to stop.
After an uncomfortable amount of time, June puts a hand out in a motion of, you should probably stop now.
Oh my god, handle it.
Cherry raises her hand and then almost like listens to the world, and then she stops.
You gotta
There.
see until the ancestors tell you it's done.
Mhm.
Exactly.
God.
Larch, your food's taking an awful long time. You're upstairs, sat at the bar. You've ordered their today's special, which is nice rice surprise.
They're kind of laid on the table, like arms across it, and just going like, I'm hungry. Legs kind of tip tapping, kind of loudly because they've got steel-toed boots on, so it kind of just goes clank, 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 clank. But yeah, there's this very extravagant bird-looking person just sighing. Where's my food gonna get here? I'm so hungry.
You see an Ectus man, quite tall, lanky, runs through a back door, quickly drops a wrench in favor of cleaning cloth, and go come on, load. There we go. As Goof walks up to you, says, "Oh, I'm so sorry.
What are you sorry for?
I was held back in the gizmos, and it gets ahead of you, you know? Like it's hard. It's hard to maintain 3 businesses.
I know.
I'll head downstairs.
Amazing.
I'll head downstairs and see how they're doing.
Don't worry, you're doing amazing. I was just getting a little hungry. I apologize for the little clanks. I need to cushion these. I need to cushion these for real.
It's okay. It's okay. Just as long as you're not being too hectic, we're fine.
Sure.
Cherry!
No! Okay, I promise.
Cherry! June! As Goof is shouting down the stairs in the back of the bar.
You'd say silent.
Where's the food?
Cherry just yells up, "Just give it a second. If you want it so fast, you can come down here and help."
The sass.
Goof, taking you dead serious for a moment, looks over at Larch and goes, "I don't want to lose my license."
I can help if you want. Like, if Goof face reads, If he lets Larch into the kitchen, it will be a disaster.
Your license will be fine.
Are you kidding me? The bureaucracy these days, it's ridiculous.
Trust me, they won't get us on this one. Besides, what's the worst that can happen?
I'm pushing it as is, letting you work here, like, for the pennies I can pay you, but... Yeah... Just... Get it dished up, get it served. I gotta go. I got somebody waiting in my shop. And, Gizmo... Goof, sorry. Goof runs out, through the door that he came through.
You just sighs.
I love Goof.
Is it
Cherry
is it
just
ready?
laughed herself.
Is the food ready, Cherry?
Yeah, it's been ready. Here you go.
It's been ready.
June eventually and reluctantly goes upstairs with the food and silently puts the plate onto Larch's table.
They do not quit. They locked on. The stair is locked on. Thank you.
He goes to turn away, but then immediately catches himself off guard with the thank you. You're welcome. And then kind of just walks back down the stairs.
Lunch kind of like leans to see at which point they leave the field of vision. And once June does, demolishes the ball of rice. So ravenously hungry. The plate is gone in minutes.
As you're devouring this, we cut back to a now docked and half full ship, as a lot of the crew have departed to go about their days on one of the few days they get every fortnight, every month or so. To Boba, I swear to God. I swear to
He's really up for that strenuous activity.
Mm-hmm. You're saying, sorry.
As you're coming off the ship, you take a look around. There's not much going on in this area, but you do see, you know, scrapper's shop. There appears to be a guild hall and a pub, all kind of semi-detached.
Are they all owned by Goof?
Have you been in?
Mail time, bitches!
If you want to have a closer look at their names, feel more than welcome.
Goofs and Sons. Okay.
I'm
Where do you
going
need to
wherever
head?
Trevor is going.
I'm going to deliver some mail. Okay, I'm gonna look in my bag. Do you have any specific letters that might have Sylvia? Or can I just go with...
You have a letter addressed to somebody called Goof.
Yes! Okay.
It's paperwork, it's taxes, it's everything he does not want to see.
I'm gonna look through my bag. Oh,
The bureaucracy after him.
We've been here before, so we know of Goof. This letter has definitely been opened and resealed with like a little love heart sticker. Trevor reads all the mail. It's for safety reasons. It's for safety reasons.
Question, how many pipe bombs did Trevor accidentally find?
Okay, not gonna
There
lie.
are a few less being delivered.
That's so funny because all I can think of is I went and saw a play over the Christmas season called Fair Maid of the West, and in it is a postman who reads all the mail. And it's just like because the main character is getting a bunch of mail, but didn't realize it because none of it got delivered from this man who she just doesn't really like. And the guy's like, oh yeah, he really cares about you. And she's like, how do you know? It's like, oh, I went through it all. You know, it's a great read. Very lengthy, some of them.
Yep.
It's just like...
That's Trevor. Trevor has said it
Sentences
all.
you never want to hear.
Yeah.
There have been love letters. There have been tax letters. There have been some letters that I accidentally threw overboard. Oops. You know,
I
I flew away
all
with
of
the
them-
wind recently.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to recork the ship. I have an excess of letters. Most of them were just tax letters. It's fine. Goof's fine with this. Some of them have been resealed nicely. Others, like Goof, just gets a little love heart sticker and a PS. Had to open or would lose my job. Soz, Trevor. XOXO.
Chris,
Let's
TMs.
go find Goof.
That's my sister.
Hey. I
On
haven't been
Insta.
fired. I'm doing great.
Uh,
I mean, you
so
can't
yeah,
be fired.
you see somewhere that you recognize before. There's a like I said before, there is a scrapper's shop called Goof's Gizmos. There is there's a large building with a giant plaque over it that says Mistside Guildhall. And there is a pub with a hanging sign that reads "The Promised Cliche."
You bastard.
How dare
Oh
you?
my god. You
Why?
said there would be no taverns.
Hey, I'm sorry, you guys manifested it.
God damn it.
Well,
God
actually,
damn it, you
to be fair, it's a
bastard.
pub, not a tavern.
Don't
Hmm.
Don't be on Sylvia's side for this.
Yeah, it's a pub. There's no place of residency.
A public house.
Yeah, to drink in.
And to eat in. Oh, food. Okay, should
Yes.
we go and deliver the mail?
We could deliver the mail at the guild hall and then head towards the pub to eat.
Ooh. Or
You
do
two
we
wanna
want to
tag
get
along?
Snacks for the road.
Well, I'm leaving the provisions to some of our other, like, more responsible deckhands, so...
Oh yeah, I thought if Steve wanted antibiotics, he could get them.
Yep.
If he can walk. It was his arm he lost, wasn't it?
No, the deckhands.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go to the
Lovely.
guild. He'll be fine. It's fine. Let's go to the guild hall.
Okay, we're going to the guild hall.
Yeah.
Mrs.
Beliana,
Firefly.
you following behind?
Yeah, Beliana's just been like kind of quietly just following them, looking around. It's weird because his head doesn't turn, the eye just shifts where it is on his body.
Trevor has non-stop been asking you questions about that, despite how slow it is. Just, yeah. What's that like?
It is. I look.
But it moves.
Very
It moves.
strange.
This carries on as we walk to the guild hall.
It. Yes.
You know, Trevor.
Mhm.
You know, I don't think he'll be able to answer many of your questions, seeing as I suppose you just manifested recently. And I look over to shoot, what's the ghost's name again?
The dead
Katya.
one.
Katya.
Katya. I look over to Katya for confirmation.
Yes. It was somewhat recent, but you know how it is.
No, we're alive.
Brains are a little
We're very
foggy
alive.
after remanifesting.
Also, I want to state, despite Sylvia's accent, Katya's Russian.
I can change the accent.
Okay.
Scribble out RP English, put in Russian.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah, I specifically named them both after Russian things for a reason. They are very Slavic.
They, you know how it is with manifesting back. It's, brain gets a little foggy.
Nope. Wouldn't know about that.
Yeah,
I mean, we have
That-
shorter lives than most, but
That is a very fair point.
I have been a ship for as long as I can remember.
so you weren't a person before. You were a ship.
I am a ship now.
Ah.
It's okay.
As you walk through the door of the guild hall, it hits a small crystal, and the crystal chimes. June, Larch, you watch Gizmo, you watch Goof burst through the door that he entered before, and then, once again, barrel his way through another door on the other side of the pub. And, Beliana, Pavo, and, Trevor, you see, lanky-looking green cactus man stood before you.
Sweet Ironwood, he's fast.
Yes. Hello. Hi.
Hi.
How can I help?
I give a low wave, and then point to Trevor.
I got post. Saying that with jazz hands. You can't see
Oh.
the jazz hands, but there are jazz hands.
You. The word bearer. Yes. Who's it from?
Well, this one was jury duty, but it's out of date. I took a detour. This one's taxes. This
Oh.
one is a letter from I think it's your mother. She sent
My
cookies,
mother?
but they went bad. I ate them. I mean, they went bad. So
They went bad.
they went bad.
You had to throw them off the
ate
ship.
Goof's cookies?
It's very hard for me to digest cookies with being, you know, no mouth, and you.
Oh, they were baked
look-
petal cookies.
You realize that, you know, actors don't have mouths. They
Maybe his mum doesn't love him.
you take a look at the note, and the note says, "Give these to the kind folk working in your kitchen."
Huh. I didn't read that one well. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, just like sticking them on a prickle each. There we go. They're delivered.
Thank you. That's
Big
rather condescending, but I imagine it is ease of access. Yes. Are you here for any other reason?
Food.
Food.
Are there any updated charts?
Yes.
guild?
Yes. Of course. You know, for a fair price, of course.
Of course.
Oh, I shouldn't have given him over the letters. I mean, nothing.
Do you have anything to trade?
Do
I've
we
got
have
other
anything to
people's letters.
trade? Trevor.
Well, then maybe you could do something for me.
Like what?
I heard of a wreckage nearby. It was called. What was the ship called? The Watchman. Yes, that was it. It was a navigation vessel used for passengers and whatnot.
Ooh.
But they said it was carrying a bunch of weapons and supplies this time.
Go on.
They wanted to keep it somewhat hidden. If you can get me those supplies, I can get you navigational maps that will take you to any port nearby.
Done deal.
And maybe, who knows, maybe there is something for your ship as well.
What if we do like a 60 to you, 50 to us, plus some charts?
We'll figure that out later after we find it. Why don't we grab a bite to eat?
Absolutely.
Katya?
I can recommend a great place. It is just next door. It's called the Promised Cliche.
Lovely. Let's go there.
What a name. Okay.
And you see Goof go around the back.
What's that guy from the episode of Avatar, The Last Airbender, in like the 3rd season, where he just keeps changing his outfit?
Oh my god, the dude that keeps changing his hats and
Yeah,
does every
I
job in
think
that
one of
like
them's
swamp
called
village.
Chu, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's Goof.
As you make your way around and back in, you hear another. It's a slightly lower pitched crystal chime, and Goof is stood behind the bar at the other end of the pub. There's a few people around. There's a lot of Ardent in the area, so humans, couple Mothrin, and the odd Gao here and there. There's a bird-looking fucker sat at the bar, chowing down on some rice and eggs and some kind of meat. And you can smell a very pungent, aromatic steam coming from stairwell just behind the bar.
I'll have what he's having.
And that Disney thing where they're just following the smoke, or like the
The
nice
sun.
spanning steam.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, but with your wings flapping over.
I imagine when Pavo enters, it's like the SpongeBob thing where it's like rev up those fryers, like just busting
Rev up
open
those
the door.
fryers.
And then I like point over to where the bird-looking fucker is, just chowing down, and I'll just kind of like say quite loudly, "I'll have what he's having."
Lodge, do you feel like they're talking about you? Lodge, as you turn around and see two Mothrin and a 9-foot tall pile of scrap and a ghost.
Large kind of like gulps down, starts swallowing what they already had in their mouth, and as they're turning around, they see the two moth, but immediately starts choking as soon as they see the living shit right behind them.
9-foot shit behind two 5-foot and 4-foot respectively moths.
Our friend.
Yeah.
4'11" standing next to 5 foot.
And it's just foot.
See.
How's that shit walking? Kind of like examining
And
from the distance.
I'll like walk.
How? Wait. How's that? What? What? Is that what?
Just confidently walk towards the bar and sit right next to Larch.
Hi?
I'm like looking at Goof so that I can order, and I just like turn and go, "Hi."
Belliana walks forward. His eye is down near his like chest though, so he doesn't realize, and he smacks his head on some part of the ceiling and just cracks and falls off.
Oh.
Oh.
That's okay, I can fix.
I'm gonna find like the biggest chair I can and like drag it over to the bar for Belliano to sit on. You concussed?
There's
Can you get concussed?
there's not a really large chair, but you do find some sort of storage barrel.
Lovely. Gonna like Donkey Kong it over. There you go. Please sit down.
He like like a bull trying to be extremely careful in a china shop, bends down, picks his head up, and kind of just puts it back on, and still crouching, like shuffles over to the barrel.
How?
And sits.
Lovely. I think Trevor's
I
just gonna
fit.
sit on the floor.
I sit.
The barrel.
Larch is just bewildered at, first of all, living shit. Second of all, why is this shit behaving kind of like a cat? What?
I shuffle over my chair to give Trevor some room to sit.
I'll scooch around to the floor by your chair and sit there.
Larch is kind of like scooching away because like they don't know them. They just arrived.
Large, something is staring at you.
turns their head.
Velion is like kind of like leaned over, looking.
Okay, I think I'm going to break the ice. What are you? Like I don't think I've never seen a fellow like you before. Like what's the? Is it? Are they yours? Like, is it your?
Ah, yes.
Are you
Your ship.
bad?
Am a ship.
I think I've noticed that. But that's the ships are not supposed to be living. I don't recall a living ship.
I am dead.
Ah.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you get? I like point at your plate or your bowl.
It's gone cleaned. It's ready to be sent back in the kitchen. I had nice rice surprise.
Who those, please?
Well,
I
part
say
of
to
that.
Goof.
Can I grab the bowl and take it back to the kitchen? Just say more, please.
Yes, of course. June,
Three of
Jerry,
the most awkward people. What a bar.
we need more of that nice rice surprise. And I might need help surfing.
I love Goof.
June just doesn't say anything. It's already starting to cook.
Can I get you guys any drinks?
Do you have nectar wine?
Oh, straight honey, please.
Okay, one honey,
I have fruit juice.
one nectar wine. I'm sorry, a fruit juice?
Ooh,
Yeah.
fruit juice.
You mean, like, so not a cider, just like a fruit juice?
Just fruit juice. Cider makes me burp a lot. I'm not. No.
No, it's fine,
No.
absolutely. Carbonated beverages make me very gassy.
Right. It's so annoying.
Katya, you want anything?
It's very hard to absorb as well.
It's
The-
just lost.
the cu-
How do you do that?
The fermentation, it really meshes with the xylem. But regardless,
No idea what that word is, but yes.
that's for all
Land.
of you biology fans out there. I hope I got it right, and it's not phloem. But yeah, so
Mitochondria. Oh no.
what's up?
Oh, nothing.
Hold on.
Huh?
You said something and I didn't hear it.
Oh, mitochondria.
Mitochondria? No, that's the powerhouse of the cell.
God damn it.
Yeah, power
That's
cell.
what I'm
Except
Actually,
it's not.
Once.
It's
The
where
cell wall.
it's where aerobic respiration happens and provides energy for the rest of
Oh, is
the
that
cell.
I was thinking of the other thing.
Oh no,
plant
is it
science
aerobic or
is-
anaerobic respiration? It's one of them.
Oh, fuck, forget. Don't look at me.
I don't know.
Creates energy.
Are you talking about the chloroplast?
My dear, I didn't do good in GCSE science.
I was in the
SAT science.
American
guys.
school system, so there is no hope for me.
Same.
I dropped out of college.
Face.
Hey!
We all broke to discuss plants. I apologize.
Well, you see, Goof looks through a couple bottles, grabs some nectar wine, and also a small carton of
Wild fruit.
yeah, like worm apple. Worm
Just a
apple.
long apple.
fruit.
Oh.
It's time sensitive in terms of harvesting because it's very easy to rot. So a good way of messing with that is by turning it into a juice or fermenting it into a cider. You give it a taste. It tastes almost meaty,
Oh,
quite fibrous.
Oh, hell yeah.
The nectar
Great,
wine
it's
is
great.
incredibly sweet, and yeah, just
Oh, yeah.
straight up. They did. Goof got a little confused when you said honey, so kind of put it in a bowl.
this'll do. Lovely.
And for the giant ship person,
We all just look up.
do you have a mouth?
I am a ship. The voice kind of like just emanates from his body.
I don't think I have any like WD 400.
Did you say varnish?
I might have varnish. Hold on. And Gizmo bursts through the door behind the bar, and comes out with a bottle of wood oil finish.
Linseed oil.
Beautiful linseed oil.
It's the
But no, it appears to be a bottle of crabweed oil. Which crabweed grows on like wood that's not really processed that well, but if strained and processed and all the impurities taken out, it works very nice as a finish on wood. However, you never want crabweed growing on your wood.
But applied to the wood.
Yeah, but treated and applied, it can be rather nice.
Phrasing.
God damn.
Shut up.
Someone else was laughing before me. I'm not the first one that thought of it.
Nikki, I'm going to shake you.
I was trying not to. I'm sorry. You don't want crabweed growing on your wood.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
So, June, Cherry, you guys are downstairs, starting to plate up quite a lot of your nice rice surprise. And, Goof shouts down again. Could you guys serve? Somebody entered my shop and I need to serve.
Yeah, give us a moment, please.
Thank you. And, Goof once again walks out into, through the door. Behind the bar.
All right, listen. I don't know if the last time worked, but I want to try my own spices here. All right.
Oh,
And then he produces a bottle from his waist pocket. and starts pouring a little bit in. Nice sprinkling season, nice healthy seasoning.
By the
Not nearly as long as how you Sarah did. kind of goes to put it back, looks up at Jerry to make sure that she isn't doing anything, and then puts it like when he confirms it, puts it fully back. This should be good. I heard them something talking about fruits, which is very weird to have in this place. It's a very hot commodity, or very rare to find. Do we
Yeah.
have a I wonder if he's holding out on the good stuff. He goes up and then notices the giant fuck off ship in the middle of the area. Looks up and just doesn't say anything.
Don't worry,
And
he seems friendly. I think. Not quite pinpoint.
He's your friend.
He's just kind of rubbing like the fucking what was it
Wood
called?
varnish.
The
Crab
crab
That's
oil,
where you
oil,
can go on
like,
your wood.
like
I've, like, handed you a
pouring
claw.
it into his hand, and, like looking at it.
I'm sorry.
It's rather viscous.
I take
with
out
with
a
a slight green
handkerchief.
tinge.
I'm gonna take out a little handkerchief from like my pocket and just kind of like put it into your other hand.
Very delicately dips the handkerchief in the oil and starts rubbing it on his face.
Skincare routine.
Better than mine.
Ironbound don't eat. We need to do skincare.
Where's the Sephora?
Here
Big
you
dog.
Sephora.
guys go. And it's almost like he's trying to say something, but can't really find the words because giant ship.
It's
The
okay, he's
eye-
our friend.
The eye is tracking you the whole time. It's on his arm.
Oh.
So,
Oh no, you go.
you guys aren't around from here, are you?
Nope, just docked.
Which means
I'm from
you guys
around here.
kind of looks at like turns his head, even though you can't really see his eyes, but he stares at you for a second.
Shit-eating grin on his face.
You know damn well from
Points
the look
above and just goes 2 story higher.
that he's like, I know damn well who you are.
I know what you
Ooh,
are.
history.
So that means you guys have a ship then.
Indeed.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
You
I
do?
am
Hey.
a ship.
Oh, we've got
Is it this
two.
one? Points at Bill.
no. Ship as in like a one that can go above the top of the trees. I don't
Oh,
know
we've
if
got
that
one
one's
of them too.
seaworthy.
Oh yes, of course.
Oh
Hi,
God.
I'm Trevor.
Oh, hello. I'm June.
Bravo.
I wouldn't suppose you guys possibly could use another member or somehow get me out of here, please.
Well, depends on what you can do for us. And I like put my elbows on the table and like put my like interlace my fingers like a business person.
Yeah, our
At
last
this
friend we
point-
got on our ship through a anchor to the back.
I like to
That's
imagine it's
stupid.
still stuck to his back. He's just been dragging the line.
Jazz hands again.
It would not have gone that far, I don't think. I think we would have probably like taken it off.
We're walking
cut off
towards
the
the
edge.
pub, and Beliana just like lurches.
And we're like, oh, let's
walk.
take care of that.
You can roll it back up.
Wait, what? That person lived that?
I look at the ship.
I am dead.
He looks at the ship.
Cris,
regardless.
is Cherry still downstairs?
I was about to say, Cherry, who is a little frustrated that Jude hasn't come back down yet, starts to go up to see what the hell is going on. And just kind of walks up behind him without saying anything. And
I-
tosses, like,
Oh. Sorry, continue.
Sorry, it just gives him a stare.
He does not notice. To be honest, I'm not a actually big person in cooking. I'm more of a farmer of my own trade.
Are you kidding? That rice is so good.
I give him a little wave, like, to get his attention. I think someone's behind you.
He slowly turns around.
Having fun up here?
We are. Thank you for asking.
Oh, that's sweet. That's so nice. Jin,
Yes,
you were gonna come downstairs at some point?
of course. Give me a moment. Totally. I look
Jerry-
slowly at Pavo.
Ignores this and sits down. It's like, oh, so who are you guys? Are you guys June's friends?
June, there's a presence over you.
Nope, we just docked here.
I look back at the present.
June here
Belliana's
was asking about our friend and our ship.
Belliana's leaned over you. You are a cook.
One might say that, yes.
You know, we have a whole galley, but we don't really have any chefs, do we, Trevor?
Or a cleaner. It's really filthy.
Yeah, just so you guys know, you have currently on your ship 3 surgeons, 7 deckhands, and Pavo, Trevor, do you guys have any companions?
I
Yes,
do not. She does.
I have a bird and a cat. Yeah. The cat's called Dog and the bird's called Pigeon.
Oh.
Okay,
There's also now
Dog.
two long-haired ghost cats.
cat, pigeon.
So what's this presence I'm looking at?
Oh, it's Belliana. He's leaning over you.
Oh.
I can hunt. You cook. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that I could do that. He just kind of looks over at Trevor.
We have use on your ship.
Indeed, you do.
Really good idea. I've just gotten the last cookie out of my pocket and just eating it.
And I look over at Cherry and go, and your friend?
Yes, because I have the seasonings.
You wish to come along too, then?
I think I would like a change of pace. I haven't exactly.
I'd hate to steal you from your. Oh, sorry.
I haven't exactly been known for staying in one place for too long.
Good, we're on a ship. It's constantly moving.
Well, you're right about that.
Elisha's raising a hand.
Yes, you in the bird suit.
Thank you.
As I'm sitting next to you.
Points 30.
Excuse you?
Still sitting on the
This is
floor.
a
That's
shankling
so
attire. I will not tolerate being called a furry.
I never called you that. Said a bird suit.
Thank you.
But it is
Would
pretty
you
furry.
Perhaps side glance and just take it
I'm
back
sitting on
into
the floor between you
conversation.
two.
And then just take it by the conversation without even acknowledging it and just goes, would you employ rattle pants by any chance?
Oh, an
You know,
engineer.
maintenance of yes, engineer maintenance. I do all kinds of stuff.
We did have a
Okay,
run-in
I'll
with
be
our
re-
scrappers and haven't
You did?
checked on the ship yet.
We haven't checked the
So-
heart.
Yeah.
The heart.
yeah.
How much did I have?
The heart.
The heart.
The heart. there's a big heart.
The heart of
and it
our
goes
ship.
like boom,
I'm
Runs
sorry,
the
what?
ship.
boom, and it makes it
I'm
move.
sorry, what?
It's a heart.
Trevor. Quietly,
Pepe,
maybe?
Pepe. It's a heart.
Oh,
Not many people. I jump down from my stool and like kind of like take you aside. Not many people are supposed to know that. You know that's
Oh,
what got us
shit.
in trouble with those scrappers, right?
Oh shit. Should I not have told them about the heart?
Play it off. We'll play it off.
What do
Okay,
you
I
mean?
won't mention about
heart?
that.
You know,
I have 1, 2.
Yes.
Yes.
It was metaphorical. Ooh, yay, the heart of the ship. It's where
March
we
is
love each other.
squinting at you.
Yeah, can I
Belliana-
roll?
Belliana opens up like a section of his chest, and there's a sun-bleached skull just kind of sitting there.
Whoa.
He's
hi.
just gonna walk back
Fascinating.
a little
Ah.
bit.
Yeah,
I
Katia,
al-
who for the most part has been silent throughout this whole thing, speaks up and says, "Oh yeah, that was all that we could find of Belliana before, well, Belliana."
Cool.
Can I see if they were lying about the heart, about them saying metaphorically?
Absolutely. We can do contested rolls.
Shit.
So let's say Nomad. What edge would you be using in this situation? What skill?
I have. Let's see. Let me think
Giovanni-
about this.
I have
Shit, sorry.
grace.
I have. No, go.
I don't know yet. Hold on. Because I was saying instincts, but then again, I also kind of have the other stuff.
I've
like,
got instinct. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
I also have instinct.
And 2 skills in outwit.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh wow.
Okay, so let's say, Shu, give me, if you have veils,
No.
you add that, and outwit, I will say absolutely, you can use that. So that will be
Can I add-
2d6.
2d6. Fuck duck. Okay.
I have sense in terms of, what do you call it?
Add
Skills.
Dubby? No.
Yeah, we can
I have
say
that.
sense, absolutely. And do you have any edges that might help in this situation?
I have iron, instincts, and sharps.
I've got sharp.
I'll say absolutely instinct will help you out here. So give me an instinct with sense, and
Okay.
Shu, I need an outwit.
Just
So that's
outwit,
two-
no instinct
that-
or sharp.
Unless you have an edge that could help you in this situation.
Oh, because instinct would be figuring out. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so 2 for
So
outwit.
you'd be looking for secrecy, so we'd be doing veil.
Fuck. Double.
Ooh.
Double?
Oh, did you roll a
so
double?
what-
I double
Yeah.
3.
That's a twist.
Ooh, okay. And then Nomad, what did you
I
get?
I haven't rolled yet. I just need
Okay.
2 dice. It says 1 sharp, 1 sense.
Yep.
So 2 dice.
Twos.
That's 2 and a 4.
That's fair.
So,
Fuck me.
so this is a great time to explain another mechanic, which is if somebody rolls 2 of the same number, that means it's doubles, which means there's a twist. Now, I will either think of a twist myself, or, for example here, I open it to the rest of the group. So anyone who isn't Shu or Nomad, what's the twist that happens here? Because it was Shu that rolled the double. So what about the lie may have twisted, or what might have happened as a result of that? Because bear in mind, both of them rolled. Nomad rolled conflict, so it's success with a drawback. And then Shu rolled disaster, which means failure and narrative complication or drawback.
Mm.
Hmm.
So that with a twist as well.
Okay.
I'm never lying again.
Hey,
I would say that they tried to lie, but accidentally ended up describing that it's a Leviathan heart kind of thing.
like it beats or like says like it purrs.
Yeah, like it beats or something.
So we
You
say
did
that
describe the beating.
I just
June might know something about Leviathan hearts.
He is accompanied to many animals, but I wouldn't know about a Leviathan per se.
Well then, how might this twist play out?
Here's something with the disastrous. Sylvia, would you mind taking a look at my first buyer?
how far?
Yes, absolutely.
Ooh.
So your first Maya is hard to trust people or regain trust, especially when betrayed. I would say for this, if you want to go contrary against it, then you'd have to cut your top roll. But if you want to go with it, then you can mark it.
I don't know what you mean by this.
So, if you act contrary to a Maya, that automatically cuts dice equal to the marks on its track. So, I will say, for now, just mark it. But if you try go against it in the future, you'll have to cut one dice.
I see.
So yeah, I'd say mark a Maya, and I'll allow that to be the twist, because while you might not know anything about Leviathan hearts, or Leviathans for that matter, something you do know is if they're talking about a living thing powering a ship, something's up there. Because you know, the vast majority of people who live in the Wildsea know one thing for certain, and it is you don't fuck with a Leviathan. Those things are big, and they will kill you. They can wipe out a ship in one fell swoop. So how the fuck did they get a Leviathan heart in their ship? And that might stick with you. It might go to the back of your mind. But for now, in this moment, you're just thinking to yourself. The thought won't leave. How? How? Because you can tell that she's lying. But how?
Right.
I've like at this point like slapped a hand over my sister's mouth and said, "Why don't we just go and head out if we're all ready?"
She is very hesitant right now. Yeah.
Or might I need a word with your employer if I'm stealing you away? You have a contract or anything that might need to be settled, or...
I don't sign contracts with anyone.
Fair enough.
Cherry, you notice your colleague is feeling quite dismayed.
I'm going to look at the moth siblings and go, actually, we do need to inform somebody about something, so I'm gonna take my coworker and we'll be right back.
Of course.
Lovely.
And Cherry...
Oh wait, is your hand still over?
No, I've moved it by now.
Cherry drags June back to the kitchen and kind of sits him down. It's like, all right, what are you feeling? What is going on?
They have something up there, and if that is a Leviathan heart, how? They must have some kind of firepower, and if that's the case, do we even trust these people? They could be bandits trying to steal stuff from us.
What stuff would they steal from us, though?
I don't know. They use a living, beating heart of something. I don't exactly feel very comfortable.
How believable is that, though?
Rather, there's
But-
weirder shit on the Wildsea.
How can we know to the contrary, though? That they are to be trusted?
Well, we don't exactly have to trust them. We just have to work for them. And between you and me, I don't want to be here anymore.
You make a good point. I'm not about this place either. I thought you... Look at me, thinking that you were starting to grow attached to this place a little bit.
Me, please.
I suppose you're right. Alright. I can try to get by it, and hopefully it's nothing too bad.
They seem sweet. Maybe they don't know what they have.
Maybe. For now, I'll be a little hesitant. But I'll go along with it.
We'll just make sure we have an exit plan.
Yes, please.
Okay, now we're going to go upstairs. And we're going to act like we had no doubts.
Okay.
And put a free face. Let's go. And we go upstairs.
Okay. Alright.
Alrighty. You guys go back up the stairs, and that's at just where you left them. This
Drinking my honey.
weird motley crew. And
Sipping on my wine, and I like watch them as they climb up the stairs.
Good honey.
Mhm.
Offer's still going?
Yep.
Alright. I'm game.
Up the
What say you,
watchman.
what say you, Cherry?
Well, my bag is already packed.
Wonderful. I like slapped some like money down for like the food that we the food and drinks that we've gotten, and I look over to Larch. What was your name again? Are you coming with?
Oh, large with rice. Yes, yes,
Pleasure to meet
yes, absolutely. I'm so bored.
you.
There's no offers here for mechanic engineering. It's so.
We'll
as
have
you
plenty for you.
as you say that, Goof comes through the door and says, "I offered you a place in my workshop, but you said no, that it was beneath you." And I said, "That's fine. It's just
Your
a
employees blew up a machine right in front of me. I'm sorry, I cannot let that slide.
Look, if you don't trust Bit and Bolt, that is fine. You could have just worked on your own to the side, but no, apparently you are beyond it, and you need a working, functional team. And I say to you, that's fine. That's fine. You should have just joined my fucking kitchen.
Do you remember
Just kinda, like,
the
look
last
with
time you
you.
let me in your kitchen? He kind of like cocks an eyebrow looking at Goof. I remember the last time you let me in your kitchen.
As did I. You tried to use something to fry. You made a thing to fry something with air? It was very bizarre, and
Shit, we need him.
it ended up very dry. There was no moisture.
We just needed some oil, that's it.
Oil.
Awkward oil.
That shit mine.
Hear a bird call in the distance.
Right. Well, if you guys are going to go and do the watchman for me, then I should give you this. And Goof pulls out a chart of the local area and just draws the reported crash site onto it. I had to double check the newspaper, but that should be where it is, roughly. Obviously, fog lens, am I right? Just crazy to try find anything. But if you do, just looking for the weaponry that they were reportedly taking. Be careful of other scrappers in the area. They'll probably try pick it to pieces if they find it as well. And to pay good money to find this information.
Understood. And I will take the chart and roll it up. Put it into my little bag.
We
Well
will
done.
be back. Make sure you've written any letters you want to send by the time we're back.
Of course. I have a very strongly worded one to send to the local government.
Yes, sir.
Dear government, I do not care who the IRS sends. I am not paying taxes.
New crew. Let's head out.
They can
We'll get
pry
you-
them. They can pry them from my rotting, decaying hands. When I wilt, they can
Right.
take my money.
Okay.
Fuck them.
You're lovely as always, Goof. A pleasure, really.
Thank you.
I believe in you, Goof.
I appreciate it
Gonna walk
greatly.
out.
That jury duty was really overdue.
However,
though, so you should probably get back to it.
I should say that I give to charity, you know. But
That's right.
the government, fuck them. They don't do shit with the money I give them. I know where my if I give my money to charity, then I know that shit goes to good hands. I know where it's going. You know, local shelters. Government, I don't know, they'll put it on lining their pockets.
You should open a charity, Goof.
Believe me,
You should
with the
take
amount
over
of
the
people I take in working for me, it practically is.
I look over at June and Cherry.
Large fondly reminisces Bolton bit.
Carrie is not happy.
Tell me Bolton better Iron Board.
Well, why don't we head to the ship and get you settled in your new quarters?
Ooh.
Oh wait, I need to go to get Leshy.
Someone will have to clean the kitchen.
Right.
Huh?
To make something called pancakes, but that didn't work out quite well.
Yeah, you don't put baking soda in it. Who'd have thought?
Maybe we're supposed to bake it, but you know, it has pan in the name.
Oh God.
Carrie is
And how it got on the ceilings as well, and that
Oh.
they're just kind of short.
We did get a fork stuck there too.
Yeah.
You got a fork stuck in. What were you?
I was
cooking,
angry it
cement?
wasn't working out.
Okay, I was about to say, were you cooking cement? How is it up there still?
We tried to fly
I
to
threw
get it.
it.
God.
Okay. It was an honest mistake. Just please never enter the kitchen again.
Please.
We won't. Don't
I
worry.
promise to feed you.
I will. It's my kitchen on my ship. I like have my arms like folded.
Cherry just raises her eyebrow at her.
At least no fork throwing, please.
Mm.
To be fair, it was a good attempt for the time.
It was, though terribly stale.
Yeah. Maybe the mold didn't help that's growing on this.
Listen, I did not put that there.
I should have been cleaning it. I wasn't. Maybe that's on me, but there was some really good letters to read.
June looks at Cherry. I think I'm gonna clean this.
It's already rolling up her sleeves.
Okay.
And we walk out of the pub. End scene.
So, you guys are just walking up to your ship now.
Yeah.
As you look over the chart, you see it's probably a 3 days ride away at your ship speed. But it's something that you can quite easily do.
Nice.
Large took a detour to go by his workshop and take their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're back with a big fucking wolf and a bird on their like in a small cage in their waist.
That a dog?
Yeah, his name is Leshy. Say hi, Leshy, and because I remember the Wildsea PDF. The creatures are not what they look like, right?
Mm-hmm. A wolf is not a wolf.
Yeah, a wolf is not a wolf.
Dear
so
readers,
it's just-
dear listeners.
The mall's a little different.
You're dealing with pinwolves.
Yeah.
So is that what you have?
Yeah, it's a loyal. It's the watch wolf that I have.
Watchful. Got ya. So yeah, so you all head on to the ship and feel free to have a look around and get ready for departure.
I will show everyone to their new quarters.
And then I
And
will
the pet-
show the chefs to the galley.
It has gotten worse since the last time we've been in there.
It's a little bit.
You guys have a mop?
Oh, here you go.
Thank you.
I used it to threaten Belina earlier.
We also have a closet off to the side.
But who?
Boat
the
boy.
ship.
Did we properly said our names fully? It usually was kind of just in a rush.
I'm
Or
Trevor.
did and
Pava.
you're Pava. Right.
Or
And I
you
know
can call me
you.
Captain if you'd like.
Salute.
I'll consider. And I know you points to Larch.
I know you too.
Last time I had a mess of a kitchen that I wonder where it came from.
Okay, I apologized.
The frying pan was in the ceiling.
Like our fork.
Like the fork.
I
fork.
tried to I was trying to do you a solid and upgrade the fire stuff station.
You then
your
put
heating
my
station.
pot. You then
Okay,
put my
you were
pot on
also-
top of the antenna to try to lightning strike fry something.
It was a little explosive, I admit.
You impaled.
Well,
the
this is
fucking
why we
pot.
have you two as our cooks
Just
and
to
you
say,
as our engineer.
Nomad, you cut out there for a sec.
Oh, I said you impaled the pot. The pot. He shoved it into the antenna.
Also, quick question for everyone in the general chat.
E-
Just checking how everyone's doing energy-wise. Yeah, you guys are settling in, making preparations. You're getting introduced to the crew.
That's Steve. He used to have 2 arms. Now he only has 1. Sorry about that, Steve.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
Love you, Steve.
Yeah, like James over there.
God, I've got to change the name now. Yeah, so you have your 7 deckhands, and while I don't have photos for them all, I can tell you their names. Stephen, James, Chumney, Crinkle, Calm, Brothme, and Arta. And then...
I love these names.
I can actually show you all 3 of your surgeons that you have on board.
Oh, yes.
You guys have met Kethra. You then, as you're walking by and seeing everything, you do see their medical bay, in which Kethra is supervising Drem and Grunt. If Grunt will load. Please, God, Grunt load. There's Grunt.
Yeah, let's go.
Nice.
I love that Kethra is like the supervisor but doesn't wear a shirt. They just have the coat.
Yeah.
Am I the only one not seeing any of them?
Check on the stream.
Left to right is Kethra, Dram, and Grant.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they're all working. Drem says to Grant, "Could you pass me a scalpel, please?" As you see, they're working on Crinkle, who did sustain a minor shrapnel injury to the lower abdomen.
Look away, Trevor. Look away.
Did we get the anesthetic, or does honey work?
Did you guys?
That's an antibiotic.
Oh, I
honey
thought
was
like.
Yeah.
Currently, Crinkle's biting down on a piece of wood.
Honey helps, right?
I did say earlier I was leaving it to a deckhand to like run the errand.
Oh yeah, you did. We were leaving it up to Steve.
So did they get the anesthetic?
This is on Steve now.
Let's roll for it. Let's just do a 1d6.
With advantage.
Alright.
Steven hasn't come back.
Oh no.
This situation is fucked up.
I'm going back out. I'm going to see if Steve got it. I'll be back. And
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
Grant signs over to Drem. Do any of you guys speak Old Hand?
Old Hand, do I?
I do.
You do? How much?
However, I'm leaving.
Oh. Anybody else?
To go check on where Steve
I do.
is.
I speak a smattering of it.
Okay, then Cherry, you can see Grant is signing over to Drem. You can make out the words. It's something like, "Where the fuck is the anesthetic? I may be mute, but I can still hear shit. The signing is just for the mouth."
Oh.
God, I wish I was both.
Cherry is very concerned about the anesthetic.
Can I roll about getting the I feel like I'm gonna say it wrong every single time I try to say it.
But yeah, but you guys can you guys can hear Crinkle is screaming.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Hold on. Checking something.
I'll go up to his bedside and try and read him like some sappy love letter that I haven't delivered yet.
Yep.
Laugh away the pain.
Okay. What do you wanna do? Does anybody else want to try help with this?
Cherry wants to look
Unless the person is mechanic, I can't do shit.
Okay,
Just all
then.
staring from the doorway.
Then what edges or skills would you say are you using here?
I could go with grace, maybe, but no, instinct or sharps I've got. Study and outwit I've got. Yep, that's about it. That's about it.
Actually, wait. If I go in with the audacity, can I use flourish?
Flourish, showmanship, performance, or art. If you want to try it, yeah, absolutely.
I have the audacity to carry me.
What are you doing to help ease the pain through performance?
Make him think of something else. It's a tall
I'm trying
order.
to think.
It's really hard to help someone who's in a lot of pain.
Cherry just kind of like looks between you two in wonder, and finally steps up and is like, I might have a few ingredients that might help. Nothing as good as anesthesia, but
I think I have an idea. I'm trying to get what was their name already?
Crinkle.
Crinkle. I'm trying to get Crinkle to follow a rhythm to like distract themselves from the pain.
Yep.
Would teeth work for this? Because it's kind of energetic.
If you can justify
Teeth and flurries. Because it would be like some kind of I want to say native, but like native to the largest shank, like a drumming rhythm kind of that they're very enthusiastic about. Just goes, wait, hold on, I got this, and just starts drumming right on the side of Crinkle's. Is Crinkle laid down or?
Crinkle's laid down.
Okay, yeah. So right on the side of Crinkle's bed, kind of thing. You just go, hey. Okay. I got this. Follow this rhythm with me, okay? And just starts drumming on the side of the table, trying to like get Crinkle to follow them.
Okay, give me a roll.
Let's hope he's very enthusiastic about music.
Teeth and flourish, would that work?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Okay, so that's 2d8, 2d6, right?
That is, if it's one, so it'd be one for edge, and then however many marks you have in the skill.
1.
Then it's 2d6. Oh! Double 6!
Oh my
Hell yeah!
He loves music.
That is
Launch is
incredibly
absolutely
impressive.
vibing.
Yeah, that's a complete success. I'd say.
You see, you see the Minecraft bird? Yeah, he's drumming along and dancing kind of
Power music.
like power vibe.
Nice. But yeah, you just drum along. It miraculously keeps his attention. Does anybody have a twist to suggest? Seeming as we did roll a double.
Twist that it works.
Yeah.
It feels better.
Trevor's just too caught up reading the smut right now.
What?
Excuse me?
Instead of reading out loud the silly letter. Yeah.
You're reading out loud, and
Thank God
Larch
I'm
is
not
just
there.
following the rhythm. Like Larch is following the rhythm of your like recitation. I want to. Is that the word recitation?
Yep.
It's like a song.
We accidentally make a hit song.
You're drumming away, and we'll go with the twist that was suggested earlier. Just not only does it work, like in terms of keeping him distracted, like he stopped screaming. He's like he feels like actually fine.
Magic.
The power of music.
Grant signs. Cherry, you can tell the idea of it, but there are some words that you don't know what the sign means. But it's something along the lines of, did something just invent, and then you think you can make out the word placebo? And that's all you pick up.
Cherry is thoroughly impressed, but she also knows this is gonna wear off in a little bit, so she's like to the beat, grinding up some herbs.
Oh yeah, no, do get ready because as soon as, like, right when it stops, it's gone.
All right. I'll say we'll take another like just a minute break here if people need to go and like refill drinks or whatnot. Feel free to do so now, and then when we come back, we'll start setting off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, chat. I'll be real. I was fully expecting to roll double ones right there.
Dude, I was expecting that to go like shit. You.
How the fuck?
The dice
He's
got
gonna be the
smiled
first
on you
roll
today.
then.
My rolls. I was ready.
Sometimes the dice choose to tell a story, and the dice chose to tell that story.
Real.
BRB.
We're great ship owners.
Oh, we're such a crew right now. We're so-
Hey, Sylvia.
Yeah.
In the milestone sections of the book,
Mm-hmm.
there are two that I'm like, there's develop an aspect and gain a new aspect. What's the difference?
So gaining a new aspect is what it says on the tin. It is just like the aspects that we had before. During character creation, you just gain another one of those. And then developing an aspect is listed somewhere. I will find it for you now. Page 46 in the book. And it is basically something that gets added on. So it changes the size of the track for the most of the time, as well as provides a new addition. Also, instead of that, if develop an aspect, you can choose instead to combine an aspect. which combines their track length, as well. It might gain a new type. So the track lengths can only reach a maximum of 8. And then it will combine all the aspects from all the traits of those two aspects. And so you can have a limited number of aspects. So at some point you will need to start combining them in order to gain more. And so that is how you gain strength, become stronger, whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah. I hope that was a reasonable explanation for both you and the people watching.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So if I wanted to create a unique aspect, it would be the same as gain a new aspect, right?
Yes.
Like if I wanted to create a custom one.
Yes, absolutely. We would discuss that together.
Cool, because I already have an idea of what I want.
Alrighty. So yeah, so typically it would be using the developing aspects stuff to build it up. From like the remove 1 box, remove 2 boxes, like that sort of stuff. But yeah, we can go through that together if and when that time comes. But yeah, I would say now, have we got everybody back?
I'm here.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Could y'all hear like the random stuff I was doing? Because I realized I don't think I needed.
No, I think you're good.
Oh, good. Okay.
Is Boba back?
I think we're missing Boba.
Oh, Boba's still going to get Steve.
And do we have
Big up
Nomad?
Steve.
I think we might also be missing Nomad.
Oh, Nomad's
here.
screen just went. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
My background is just ASMR of cats eating little pebbles.
Oh, babies.
I gotta watch them. They steal each other's food.
Fair. We had to keep our cat in for a while because she kept going to other people's houses and eating and getting fat.
That
More
is such
fun.
a cat.
She found
One more
another
question.
toy.
Yep, shoot.
So let's say an aspect has the text mark to create a resource. What do you do to unmark that aspect? Is it like you have to go back to pour and rest and recover, or like what?
So yeah, for clarification, for my brain's sake, the question is about like clearing marks from an aspect.
Yes. Like not necessarily one that was used as like you got hurt, but one that you had to mark.
Yeah.
Because of
ones
that
same way as normal recovery. It's if it makes sense what you're doing in order to regain the thing during your recovery time, then you regain it. So, for example, it might be tinkering with a weapon to regain to rub off marks on its track, or it might be relaxing to clear some aspects about any mental skills, or it might be patching yourself up in order for any like physical body skills.
How would we regain cats and pigeons?
Yeah.
Doing something to do with them.
Okay.
So it's like what you do during your downtime will directly have an impact on what stuff you're clearing.
Okay.
Oh, and before we start up again, Kixall, thanks so much for the raid. I hope stream was well.
Hello, Raiders.
Hello.
Ooh. One of us.
Welcome to the first episode of Yulon the Forgotten Age. And also, just real quick while we are on the break, thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed or followed during the stream. Thank you so much, Kixel. I hope you had a great one. If you haven't already followed, make sure to hit that follow. Yeah, thanks so much. Do we have Boba back? We'll take that as a no.
Oh no. Chili's baby.
Okay, I
Oh.
put it in my notes if you want to see it, Sylvia.
I will have a look in a bit. I just need to refresh myself on a certain thing. Okay. Do.
Green giant.
Okay, so have we got everyone?
Hmm.
Oh dear, oh dear. It'd be really funny if Boba is here, just muted.
No.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh no,
I'm back.
no.
Oh,
Hey, welcome
back.
back.
Bye.
Sorry.
We missed you so much.
Missed you. I thought it was an only child.
Oh god.
Here we go. Lovely.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful?
Wonderful. That was beautiful, Sylvia.
Thank you. My voice is still recovering, so I can't hit high notes.
I can't in general. We're in the same boat.
Okay, so do we have everyone?
I'm here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Captain.
So now we have to go on to a mechanic, if you guys are about to head off, called Journeys.
No way.
Ooh.
So it's time to decide. Real quick, let's run through the different posts, normal order, top to bottom, of what posts each person does on the ship and what that entails. So we'll start with Boba, work our way down to Shu.
Hi.
So Boba, what is your post on the ship?
I'm the navigator.
And what might that entail?
Hold on. I'm scrolling to it so I don't get it wrong. But basically I'm the person who keeps the ship on track. I guide it. I handle the tilt, you know? And I make sure that we don't get lost.
Nice.
I can also I also keep track of like the ever-changing Wildsea with charts. It's a good time.
Alrighty. Next up, Cris, what is Cherry's role on the ship?
Cherry is the char/steep. So I have my sheet. So basically, she cooks, she makes drinks, she does a little bit of healing, does a little bit of concocting. Making sure everyone's just happy mentally and physically with her food.
Oh, yeah. Drex, what is Larch's role on the ship?
Large is the rattle hand. They're basically the equivalent of an artificer. They're here to the kind of, is it maintenance? It's maintenance, but also provide the ship with perhaps new technology and weapons, etc., etc. Basically, they're keeping the ship in shape and trying to bring new stuff.
All righty. Next up is Kay. What is Beliana's role? What is Beliana's post?
Beliana is the hunter for the ship. He travels through where is it? Hold on. One second. He embarks down to the thrash and the tangle and hunts for food.
Alrighty. Next up is Nomad. What is June's role?
June is also a char, but I have a different approach on char, as I also gathers food from the brush. On top of the cooking, obviously.
And finally, Shu, what is your role on the ship?
Trevor is a word bearer, which is a polite way of saying postman, or even a politer way of saying my sister owns the ship, so I get to travel with you guys.
Alrighty. So, now that we've established roles, it's time to work out who's doing what during a journey. So, there are certain posts that can be taken. So we need somebody at the helm.
Bye.
Okay, so if Pavo is at the helm, is there any objections to that?
Not
It's
allowed.
No.
I am a ship.
Right.
I am Groot.
Well, when you're at the helm, it's also good to have a player on watch. So, is there going to be anybody keeping an eye out?
Can I keep an eye out? I have just this mental picture of Cherry sitting with a warm drink that never gets cold.
Such a mum.
Oh,
The dog.
Dog.
Just
Puppy.
video in the
Dog.
background.
dog cat
Cool.
tax. Show us the dog.
Yeah, you gotta show us.
There's a tax.
So yeah, so we'll say Cherry is sat, keeping an eye out on everything. And finally, there are other roles for people to fill. So if anybody wants, you can tend to the engine, cartographize, or watch the weather.
Cartographize means making maps, right?
Yes. So cartographizing allows you to slowly create a chart of the area you're traveling through. I would set a pathfinding track, and every time you find a particularly important landmark, such as an island, a split, a horror, or a wonder, that track gets marked. When the track is fully marked, you gain a chart, adding it to your resources, and naming it after the area you're passing through, or something related to one of the landmarks.
With marks of where you've been, should I do that and just have it painting marks on me wings?
Yep, absolutely. I will start a chart.
Okay.
So, we'll start there, and we will call this chart of Mist Side.
It will have a lot of hearts and some embellishments on sea creatures.
I'll say it's already got 1 mark because lovingly Goof did write where Port Mist Side is. So
It's surrounded in a heart now.
is anybody going to be tending to the engine or watching the weather?
I might be interested in tending to the engine.
Yep.
Shit. Do we need to tell them about the engine?
Just standing in front, just large standing in front of the engine room door.
Yep,
So
that's a
how
heart.
do you, yeah, that's. I can hear it from here. What the what?
It's a metaphor for the real life heart that's in there. Shit.
Aha. So how do you tend to this? Do you run fruit juice in it, or fruit oil, or
Honey works.
You
What
just
do you
see
mean?
this giant purple heart in front of you that is just
Oh.
beating. Just ominously booming through only really the engine room, it seems. But you see pipes and whatnot going off of the heart with a thick black oil running through them.
Oh. Oh. What the fuck? Okay. Do you have any idea what the black oil is? Thing? I'm taking this as a no.
This ship is alive, not dead. Yes?
Yeah.
I think.
We'll need food. And Beliana just unstraps his bow and walks away.
Goodbye. Be safe.
Did you just put food in the room and the heart feeds? Is that?
Oh, if you use a paintbrush and like get some honey on the paintbrush and then just paint it on.
Lush is just squinting at you, like jaw kind of slack, just kind of. Okay, the weird process, but
A rag
I'm
works
willing to
as
try
well,
anything
but-
once. Grabs the paintbrush.
Picasso over here.
Picasso. I like
No
it.
one else was
Okay, I
getting
like it,
solutions. I
Picasso.
will do my way.
Yeah, so we will start this off at the helm. You have 2 options. You would have 3. However, your ship has the unfortunate downside of not being able to forge ahead. So you can either cut a path or drop anchor as you start making your way off. So
How
cutting a
far off
path
are we?
is you traveling at decent speed. You're in the first day of a 3-day travel.
Gotcha.
You reckon? You travel at decent speed while keeping the ship and crew as safe as possible, and give whoever is on watch a good chance of spotting oddities early. Or you can drop anchor, which is the ship stops so everyone on board can rest with minimal fear of interruption. The undercrew take over watch duties, keeping their eyes out for dangers to the ship. This is the safest way to spend the nighttime hours and a great opportunity to work on personal projects and ship repairs.
We'll do that one.
So on your first day, you're dropping anchor?
Yep.
Okay. I will...
Wait. What time is it in the day, actually?
It's about the middle of the day. You're signing off?
About middle of the day. We'll try to cut a path, actually, then.
Okay.
Because I was thinking it was like nighttime, but if it's middle of the day, we'll keep going.
So, we will now cut to Cherry, who's on watch. I would like you to make for me, please, a watch roll, which is just 1d6.
Okay, let's see if I know how to execute this. 1. I think that's how I do it. Zero.
Oh no.
What happened?
It's a 1.
Oh, it's a 1. Well.
First day, we're dead. Cool.
Hope that tea was
Everyone got
really
backup
nice.
characters. I think
As you're going along, there is a slight rumbling. You are all a bit taken aback, as you've only just set off. Nothing should really be out here, like, that could make such a noise. It would be rather unusual for you to have stumbled across a leviathan or something of such a large nature. However, on the Wildsea, there's always the opportunity for something to go a little bit awry. And you all see a giant ray poking its head out. And it basically looks like a giant head of a rhino, but instead of like where the protruding horn would be, that's just more continuation of the head. The under its lower jaw looks like that of a whale, and it has 2 huge tusks coming out of the side. And it's just very majestic in how it's going. What do you guys do?
Who's on the deck right now? Like, with me?
Belliana's just kind of around.
I'm at the helm.
I'm in the engine room, so I don't think I'm on deck.
Then Cherry's just gonna kind of look back and be like, what is that?
Could we roll perhaps to see if we have knowledge on the name of what that is?
Yeah, absolutely.
If
If any of you guys want to roll, what should we call this? Some sort of sharps or tides. Edge.
I have sharps. I have sharps and sense. I don't have study.
Oh, I have sharp, or not sharp. I have tides and study.
Yeah.
Could I roll Tides Hunt?
Absolutely.
Is my roll.
Ooh.
You can hunt
double ones and a 6. Double ones and a 6.
Thank God
Let's
you had
go.
3.
Okay, so we got a 4 from Boba, a 6 with double ones from Kay. Anybody else rolling? No, Matt, you said you
I
were
think
rolling,
I'd be
right?
below deck.
Yeah. No, I'm -1 or 2.
Wait, can I roll to my instinct to see if it might be dangerous for us?
If you wish. Nomad also got a 6.
6.
So, I will say, so you all know, you all can recall the name of this, and okay, I'll give you an extra piece of information with this twist. So you all know that the name of this is an Iron Jaw Ray, and that it's rather passive if left alone. But it is a huge thing. It is almost Leviathan-sized. And so you don't really want to try go toe-to-toe with it as you are now. And not even that you'd need to. However, Beliana has a brief flash of a huge thunderstorm and a whole pack of Iron Jaw rays coasting through the air as he looks up and sees a huge shadow overhead. You feel warm in this moment. You feel the rain upon your skin as the memory fades.
Would this tie into my second mire, Sylvia?
What is your second mire?
Visions of my past death are difficult to banish.
I'd say so, yeah.
Oh shit.
But with this memory, you know that the spotting of an Iron Jaw ray is usually followed by a thunderstorm.
Would my post be a factor in this matter?
Watching the weather? Yes, however, nothing about the weather has changed yet, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
The deck begins to, like, shake as Beliana sprints towards Pavo at the helm, and is just, we need to leave. We need to leave. We need to leave. We need to leave right now.
Relax.
We cannot
What
be
is
near
going
that
on?
thing. We cannot be near that thing. We must leave
What thing?
now.
That thing?
Yes, we must leave. It will kill all of us if
What?
we stay near it.
Oh my god.
We cannot be here. It's found us. We cannot be here. We must leave now.
Okay. Buddy,
Pavo,
relax.
as far as you can remember, you've never heard tales of anybody being destroyed by an Iron Jaw ray, as long as they kind of just give them a large breadth of distance.
Listen, Beliana, it's fine. It's fine. All we have to do is just coast away from it, and then we can go back on our path, and we're fine. It won't bother us if we don't bother it. It's like bees. You ever heard of bees?
I am not worried about that one. I am worried about the hundreds that will follow.
Huh?
That is why we must leave. We cannot be near it. It will only spell disaster.
Hundreds. All right. Well, I guess we could take a little detour away, give it a large breath, and we'll be fine. Sound good?
It is fine.
Okay. I appreciate you looking out for the ship. I like reach over and like give like your hand a pat because you're like way fucking taller than I am.
If you touch him, you'll notice that he's like trembling.
Something happened with that sort of beast. Maybe? Your past?
Something. Hard to remember.
Well, my apologies. If it helps, you can return below deck until we anchor. I'll keep an eye out.
I am fine.
You say so. You may be a part of the crew now, but I'm not going to overwork you or push you past your boundaries, alright? Alright?
Better me than one of you. I am
ominous.
Expendable. And he will
That's...
walk away.
Oh dear. What a troubled boatman.
Is therapist one of the posts we can have?
Maybe
And before I talk about today's session in my next therapy appointment.
We got 3 doctors. One of them must be a specialist.
Yeah, maybe Drem knows something.
Let's face it, we wouldn't be on this ship if we had good mental health.
Trevor has great mental health.
Well-rounded
Trevor's a
people
ball
don't
of
generally
sunshine.
uproot themselves and go on dangerous adventures.
We just have a screw loose.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. Or 2.
Or 3.
All of my screws are perfectly well in place.
Yeah.
A board falls off.
Up, here you go.
Yeah, you guys are, aside from that chance encounter, perfectly fine on your first day.
Oh.
How are we? How are we down in the engine room?
I'm tending. I just tended to the engine. I don't think I've overloaded it or muffled it, so.
Yeah, so if anything does go wrong with the engine, you're good to take focus.
Yeah.
And Nomad, I'm not gonna have you roll for weather watching. But as we move into day 2 and people take turns getting some rest, you notice on your night shift that the fog has grown, even at night, it has grown darker. And the clouds above you in the sky have grown more plentiful. As we move into day 2 of your progression.
Yippee.
So what are we doing at the helm?
As it turns into nighttime, what is the weather looking like again?
Starting to grow darker.
If I am not like being like pestered, or like Beliana hasn't like come up to say like stop the ship or anything like that, we're gonna just continue on our course.
Would I be able to tell where the storm is coming from? Which direction it's moving into?
It seems to be coming from behind you.
Behind you.
So now I will ask for a weather watching roll. So it's just 1d6.
Okay. 1d6, understood. Let me roll that. I almost fucked it up. 3.
Ooh,
Okay.
Middle of road. Little consequences.
disaster.
Yeah, that's not
So,
middle of the road.
as we reach towards
Never
the
mind.
middle of the day, you guys haven't stopped. You haven't dropped anchor at any point. You've kept going. And so you have made progress once again towards your destination.
Yippee!
You start hearing low rumbling that gets louder and louder, louder. And as you pass what appears to be an area of lowland, you start feeling slight moisture in the air as drops start picking up and getting faster and faster and faster, and the rumbling gets louder, and you start hearing cracks and booms above you in the air as the lightning shoots down into the Wildsea.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is why I'm glad we have a stone ship.
Could I get a watch roll? And shoot, I will allow you to make a discovery if you wish during this time as well. So that will require, I believe it is... I won't make you use a resource, but if you want to make a discovery now, it will cost you a whisper. Which, new mechanic, for those who don't know what a whisper is some of the last magic that can really be used by mortals in the Forgotten Age. It is the magic of words and of fate itself. And whispers are little sentences or phrases, or even just mere words that get caught in your mind. And merely speaking them into existence will alter the fabric of fate, so it may seem.
You can, but Sylvia, I only wrote one down called "Look at this photograph."
Oh, right.
So I assume, yeah, it's a little magic photograph that helps draw out the map.
Yeah, I'll say as you're passing along, you see through this storm what appears to be some sort of tall spire building that you are free to mark on the map. And trying to recall some information about the local area, you reckon this might be something that you've heard of, which is the headquarters for the oh god, gotta think of something. The Daily Bramble.
Sounds like a newspaper title.
Well, quite exactly. The Daily Bramble is a local newspaper in the Foglands, or at least this part of it anyway. It reports on the goings-on and any advertisements of local businesses within the area around Port Mistside.
So,
Well, Goof did mention that, you know, he had to check the newspaper to make sure that that was the kind of area. So maybe we could get some more accurate news
Or
as
I
to
could
where
get
to
a
look.
paper round.
Yeah.
That too, but yeah. More letters to deliver.
I'm going to roll real quick if you guys do want to take port as to whether there is currently space. Because it's a headquarters, it's not typically visited. Newspapers get distributed to Port Midside. So they might have a dock open. I'll say if this gets a 5 or a 6, then they have a dock open in which you can park. If not, they're probably resupplying.
Do we want to stop or do we want to keep going?
It's up to you guys if you do. But
Do
that
you think
is
the storm's gonna get bad with,
We might want
lightning striking it?
get away or at least get somewhere safe for the storm. But rather selfishly, I just kind of want to peep around.
We'll try and stop. Maybe weather out the storm.
We'll let the dice tell the story.
I will say, okay, again, a 5 or a 6. There's a port open. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no place to stay.
With advantage because you love us?
Damn.
Wow.
Unfortunately, there's...
Shit.
They've brought in their delivery ships. They're rather small little sloops into port to, like you guys wanted to, weather out the storm. Because there's no use delivering on such a small ship made of wood in a storm that might completely destroy it.
That just seems like poor planning on their part.
It's a poor waste of paper if it goes missing. But
Never
yeah,
mind.
so you guys keep on ahead, and I will ask Cherry once again to give us a watch roll.
Okay. So what do I put into the little boxes?
Just one in the top.
Okay.
And that will roll 1d6.
3.
The 3?
Yeah.
We're just chaining up disasters right now.
Dice don't like us today.
We just started.
I will say that you guys after passing this headquarters come to yet again another area of lowland, and in front of you, as if it almost looped around, you see the Iron Jaw Ray that you saw earlier.
Oh.
However, this time it's not alone. As you see a herd of 20 Iron Jaw Rays barreling past your ship. Not close as to where it would feel threatening, but close enough to where you can count them individually. With fog as well, that's not going to be too far.
Oh no.
And behind them, you see at least one very familiar ship.
Is it the salvagers that y'all were at then?
As a large chainsaw revving behind these seemed to harpoon one of the infant Iron Jaw Rays.
Not the baby!
And fire volleys after volleys into the back of it.
Steve Jr.
How far away is this ship from us?
About 30 minutes ahead at your speed.
So way past long range.
Yeah, past long range, but not hard enough to catch up to. Because they are slowing down for the purposes of staying behind
killing
the
those
rays.
beautiful creatures.
Babies.
Well, crew, do we take them on?
Fuck these
Or
bitches
see-
up.
Her from the storm.
Absolutely, let's take them on.
They're hurting a baby.
Fuck them, we're saving the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will head towards that ship to engage.
Okay. You go full steam ahead and charge at a ship that was chasing you mere days ago. And that is where we'll call it for episode 1 of Yulon, the Forgotten Age. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did as well.
I'm so very excited.
I did.
I think I'll close this out with giving each of you a minor milestone. You can
new mechanic.
You can call this one Found Family.
Aww. My favorite trope.
Is that a major or a minor?
Minor.
That is a minor.
Yeah. Found family, smiley face.
Hearts. Aww.
I love. Next time, the scrappers just shot a baby Ironjaw Ray. We're gonna beat the shit out of them.
I find it's useful to post a recap of what we were planning.
That's good.
Yeah. Hi, we're the Lindworm. Welcome to Jackass.
They fucked with us. That was fine. But they fucked with a baby. We're killing them.
Yeah, on site.
Baby first.
Yeah.
Bellion is so conflicted. On the one side, kill the scrappers. On the other side, those iron jaws might kill us too.
I think our alignment has been, like, in general, in relation to us as a crew, has been discovered.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Chaotic good.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
But yeah, so from me, thank you very much for watching episode 1 of Yulon the Forgotten Age. Thank you to the wonderful shipmates.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Taking part.
Shipmates of the
I
Lizard.
look, if I want to put up with it, I'm just gonna have to roll with it. Otherwise, it's gonna drive me insane.
Roll with it.
And
Love
from
you.
everybody here to you guys, thank you very much for watching. I've been Sylvia. This has been Yulon, the Forgotten Age. I will see you all next time on the waves. Goodbye.
Wait, when's next time? When's next time?
Next
Sylvia?
time is next Saturday. Next Saturday, same time. Be
You
here.
do it to me every session. I'll do it to you.
Be here. Be